The Duke and Duchess of Sussex's 5-year journey to establish themselves as global influencers has turned into a series of setbacks, leaving their once bright American dream in shambles. It began with a fairy tale wedding at St. George's Chapel in Windsor Castle, where Meghan Markle was hailed as a symbol of modernizing the monarchy. However, their decision in 2020 to step back as senior royals marked the start of a dramatic transformation in their fortunes. The couple promised financial independence and charitable impact through lucrative media deals, speaking engagements, and a global platform to champion their causes. Yet, their vision has not materialized as intended. The first major misstep was their tell-all Oprah Winfrey interview in 2021. While it initially drew global sympathy and massive viewership, the fallout proved damaging. Many of their claims were publicly questioned, with Buckingham Palace responding cautiously, stating, "Recollections may vary." Over time, this understated response has gained credibility as inconsistencies in the couple's narrative have emerged. Critics accused them of exaggeration, and public sentiment began to shift. The publication of Harry's memoir, Spare, and their Netflix documentary, initially intended to offer their side of the story, only deepened skepticism. Instead of fostering understanding, these projects highlighted what many called a pattern of self-victimization and exploitation of personal trauma. The British public, once empathetic to Harry's struggles with his past, began to view the couple's frequent media appearances as self-serving. Their repeated recounting of grievances against the royal family was perceived as an attempt to capitalize on their royal connections rather than genuine advocacy. The Archewell Foundation, launched with great enthusiasm, has faced questions about its effectiveness and financial transparency. Tax records reveal that the foundation's administrative costs far outweigh its charitable contributions, inviting unfavorable comparisons with other high-profile foundations. Furthermore, their high-profile Spotify podcast deal ended abruptly after just one season, with industry insiders pointing to creative differences and alleged difficulties in working with the couple. Meghan's representatives denied these claims, but the termination marked a significant blow to their credibility in Hollywood. The entertainment industry, where the Sussexes hope to cement their influence, has also presented challenges. Their production company has delivered minimal output, with several projects either delayed or quietly shelved. While once considered a valuable brand due to their royal connection, the couple's name has become increasingly polarizing. Corporate sponsors, eager at first to associate with their star power, have grown cautious due to the controversies surrounding them. Their absence from major royal events, such as Queen Elizabeth II's funeral and King Charles III's coronation, has further highlighted the widening rift between Harry and his family. Reports suggest that his relationships with both King Charles and Prince William are at an all-time low, with little hope of reconciliation. What began as a decision to step back from royal life has evolved into a nearly complete severance of ties. The couple's move from Beverly Hills to a smaller office in Santa Barbara symbolizes this decline. Gone are the grand ambitions of rival royal courts and global influence. Instead, the Sussexes now face the challenge of maintaining their lifestyle without the powerful platform they once commanded. Critics have noted the irony in the couple's calls for privacy, while consistently courting public attention through interviews and media projects. This contradiction has led to widespread scrutiny and fatigue among the public and the media. Once avidly covered by the press, their moves now generate less interest, with some outlets rejecting their team's offers for exclusive access. Analysts suggest this shift reflects both public fatigue with their narrative and a loss of relevance in an increasingly crowded media landscape. The Sussexes' journey has reached a critical crossroads. Their strategy of positioning themselves as victims of the monarchy no longer resonates with audiences. The public appetite for royal exposés has waned, leaving the couple struggling to redefine their narrative. What began as a bold attempt to modernize royal engagement from the outside has instead reinforced the value of traditional royal duties and service. As one royal expert noted, they sought to change the monarchy, but in doing so, they only highlighted why it exists as it does. The Duchess of Sussex, once celebrated for her charisma and perceived promise, now faces intense public backlash. The decision to step down from royal duties, initially framed as liberation, has come at a high cost. Failed media ventures, public skepticism, and strained family ties have left the couple isolated and struggling to maintain their influence. The loss of their remaining royal titles, sanctioned by King Charles III, was a definitive blow to their aspirations. As the dust settles, the Sussexes' story serves as a stark reminder of the risks of challenging entrenched institutions under the unrelenting scrutiny of the public eye. Their journey from Windsor Castle to Montecito has been marked by ambition, miscalculation, and unintended consequences. What lies ahead remains uncertain, but one thing is clear: their dream of independence has come at a far greater cost than they could have anticipated.